In the arid wilderness of Moab, under the relentless sun and the looming presence of the mountains, a quiet revolution was brewing. Among the tribes of Israel camped in their thousands, whispers of change and justice stirred the air. This was a time when laws were ancient and traditions immovable, but 5 sisters were about to challenge the very foundation of their society. The daughters of Zelophehad, Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah, stood at the threshold of an unprecedented journey. Their story began in the shadow of loss, their hearts heavy with the recent passing of their father. Zelophehad, a man of integrity and honor, had died without a son to carry on his name or inherit his land. In a culture where lineage and inheritance were paramount, this was a grave predicament. The 5 sisters gathered in their tent, the fabric flapping gently in the desert breeze. Mahlah, the eldest, spoke first, her voice steady but laced with the weight of their plight.
"Our father was a righteous man,"
she began, her dark eyes reflecting the determination that burned within her.
"He did not rebel against the Lord like those who perished in the wilderness. Yet, because he has no sons, his name will be forgotten and his land given to others."
Noah, with her sharp intellect, added,
"Why should our father's name disappear from his clan? Because he had no sons. Are we not his children too?"
The sisters nodded in agreement, each of them feeling the injustice deeply. They knew what they had to do was not just for themselves, but for every woman who would come after them. Their decision was unanimous. They would approach Moses and the leaders of Israel, seeking a change in the law. The day they approached the tent of meeting, the camp was abuzz with speculation. As they walked through the throng, heads turned, whispers followed. 5 women, determined and unafraid, stepping into the heart of authority. The sight was both shocking and inspiring. Before them stood Moses, the revered leader of Israel, flanked by Eleazar the priest and the chiefs of the community. The silence that fell was palpable as the sisters made their case. Mahlah, with unwavering resolve, spoke on behalf of her sisters.
"Our father died in the wilderness,"
she began, her voice clear and strong.
"He was not among Korah's followers who banded together against the Lord, but he died for his own sin and left no sons. Why should our father's name be taken away from his clan because he had no sons? Give us property among our father's relatives."
Moses listened intently, his face grave with contemplation. The assembled leaders exchanged glances, the weight of the moment sinking in. This was not just a petition, it was a challenge to the very fabric of their society. Moses turned to the Lord for guidance, seeking divine wisdom in this unprecedented situation. The response was swift and clear.
"The daughters of Zelophehad are right. You must certainly give them property as an inheritance among their father's relatives and give their father's inheritance to them."
Moses, with a solemn nod, addressed the congregation. "This is what the Lord commands concerning the daughters of Zelophehad. They are to receive their father's inheritance. And tell the Israelites, if a man dies and leaves no son, give his inheritance to his daughter. If he has no daughter, give his inheritance to his brothers. If he has no brothers, give his inheritance to his father's brothers. If his father had no brothers, give his inheritance to the nearest relative in his clan, that he may possess it." A murmur of astonishment rippled through the crowd. The sisters had succeeded when no one had dared to tread. Their courage and conviction had moved the hand of God and altered the course of history. The crowd was silent, absorbing the magnitude of the decree. The daughters of Zelophehad stood tall, their hearts swelling with a mix of triumph and humility. They had not only secured their father's legacy, but had also paved the way for a more just and equitable society. In the years that followed, the names of Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah and Tirzah became synonymous with courage and justice. Their story was recounted around countless firesides, a testament to the power of conviction and the belief that one voice, or 5, can indeed change the world. Thanks for watching. Please join the community by subscribing to the channel. See you again.